Voting yes.
Please, let's have...
A historic vote ends with emotion overflowing from onlookers at the Nebraska State Capitol as lawmakers override the governor's veto and abolish the death penalty. Good evening, I'm Brandy Peterson.
I'm Melissa Fry. Rob McCartney has the night off. We've been tracking the breaking news all afternoon in Lincoln. Just hours ago, Nebraska state senators voted to repeal the death penalty, the first conservative state to do so in 4 decades. KETV News Watch 7's Andrew Zaki was there for the final debate and has our coverage from Lincoln.
It came down to the last vote cast, but when it was over, Nebraska's death penalty was abolished.
Senator Baker, voting yes.
Please, let's have...
For Ernie Chambers, it was the final step in a 40-year journey. Every year, the senator from Omaha has introduced legislation to repeal capital punishment. This time, he was successful, ironically with the same bill number that reinstated the death penalty in 1973, and with the help of some unlikely supporters.
Had not the conservative faction decided that it's time for a change, there's no way that what is happening today would be taking place.
13 Republican lawmakers had supported the bill, but after heavy lobbying by Governor Pete Ricketts, who vetoed the measure, then urged citizens to speak out to senators, 2 senators fell off the bill.
I am deeply concerned about the volumes of Nebraskans who have contacted me with their belief that this legislature simply isn't listening.
We need it in place for certain situations.
But others urge senators to vote their conscience, saying the death penalty is unfairly applied, goes against pro-life beliefs, and is unworkable. The last execution in the state was almost 2 decades ago. State leaders just announcing this month they purchased drugs to complete the lethal injection process.
When are we going to admit that we have a broken system that will not work?
After the vote, Senator Chambers took a personal privilege to address all of his colleagues.
But just to express deep appreciation for those who voted, and that's all that I intend to say. Thank you very much.
In Lincoln, Andrew Ozaki, KETV News Watch 7.
And KETV News Watch 7's Christina Engdahl is also tracking this breaking news. She is live in Lincoln with more reaction.
And Melissa, there was heated debate on both sides of the issue today. Some people even cheering as those final votes were cast. Now, we talked to some people who say they've been fighting for years to repeal the death penalty, and we talked to others, namely people who work in law enforcement, who have been vocal about defending the death penalty ever since this debate began. Now, after the vote, some death penalty opponents gathered outside the rotunda to celebrate. Some of them are even relatives of victims of Nebraska death row inmates. They, of course, continue to argue that the death penalty does not work. They say it does not deter crime, but others say today's vote contradicts what the people of Nebraska really want.
We're thrilled. We're thrilled that the Nebraska legislature finally repealed the death penalty after 40 years of working on this.
I don't feel it was a true representation of what the people of the state of Nebraska thought. Truly a sad, sad day. I understand that. But I think this is not the last time that people will see this.
We also spoke with Senator Ernie Chambers after the vote, and he says, of course, while this is the highlight of his career, he says he could not do it alone. We also spoke with one of the senators who was kind of final in the vote, and we talk about his decision-making process coming up tonight at 10. Reporting live in Lincoln, Christina Engdahl, KETV News Watch 7.
And moments after today's vote, Governor Pete Ricketts condemned the decision, saying, quote, "My words cannot express how appalled I am that we have lost a critical tool to protect law enforcement and Nebraska families." He goes on to say, while the legislature lost touch with the citizens of Nebraska, I will continue to stand with Nebraskans and law enforcement on this important issue, end quote. And already, Senator Bo McCoy announced forming a citizens group to explore a ballot petition to allow voters to reinstate the death penalty. Gallup has been tracking Americans' opinions about the death penalty and whether it's morally acceptable. In 2001, 63% of those surveyed supported the idea. But when asked again this month, only 60% of Americans say that they think the death penalty is acceptable.
KETV News Watch 7's David Earl spoke with Douglas County Attorney Don Klein today. The top prosecutor says he gave his thoughts on the death penalty using the case of convicted killer Nico Jenkins as an example.
Well, then if it comes off the books, then we don't have an aggravating circumstance hearing, and he simply gets sentenced to life.